What is up, you guys? What the fuck is going on? How in the hell are you? How you guys feeling today, man? It's Thursday, dude. It's Thursday, and you know what? We have some big old fights in a couple days, dude. Big fucking fights. Pay-per-view fights. Biggest star in the world in the UFC or MMA period fights. Those kind of fights. And we got a pretty damn good co-main event too. And I don't know about you. I don't know about you, Brajas, but I'm really fucking excited. It's a great time to be a UFC fan right now. This is just my 2 cents. I want to give a big shout out to the rabid dog, Mr. Arkansas. I want to give a big shout out to all the guys over at Pub Sports Radio. I am in the motherfucking Mecca right now. I am on Team Mecca Impossible, Tom Cruise. I see some of my teammates in the building. I see some of the other team in the building too. Jackie boy, bro picks, what's going on, man? I see you guys. How y'all doing, man? How are y'all doing? Talk to me, man. Tell me how you're feeling today. It's Thursday. Been taping? Been watching fights? Been watching past fights? Yeah, shout out to my dude, Jack, man. That was an awesome stream, Jack. Dude, I'm telling you, I said it before, I'll say it again. Jack has this knack for fucking, dude, I'm telling you, if I was Sean Shelby and Mick Maynard and I watched some of the shit that Jack was, I'd be nervous. Jack, you could fucking take one of their jobs, man. If you went to Dana, you have the you have the personality. You could fucking, you could butter Dana up and take one of their jobs, man. You're definitely good enough at it. But yeah, check out Jack's stream, man. It was awesome. Just ended not too long ago. He was it's called the the aftermatch, where Jack makes future fights for the winners and the losers of the previous event. It was awesome. Good shit, man. Yeah, so yeah, salute to you guys. Shout out and salute. 4 people in the building. Hope y'all are doing well. I'm not too bad myself, man. Got some new shit today. It's really fucking good. My mind and my body are feeling great. And like I said, I'm really excited about these fights, man. We're going to talk about them. I want to talk about UFC like a motherfucker today. We'll bring some people in, of course, if they want to come in. And we can just fucking dive right into this shit, man. We can talk about these fights and how they relate to the Mecca. Tomorrow is going to be my big Mecca stream. I don't know when or if Ark is going to go live, so I'm going to play it by ear as far as when I go live tomorrow. But if he does go live, I'll just wait till he gets done, and then I'll go after that. But I'll do the same thing I've been doing the last couple weeks. I'll jump on, give my my Mecca predictions. It'll be like my prediction video, and then I'll DM Ark while I'm on stream. So yeah, that is tomorrow. But today, let's just talk about the fucking card, dude. Let's just talk about these fights. Let's talk about how you guys are feeling about, especially the main and co-main event. Any other sleeper fights. I did write some things down, like some topics of discussion that I want to dive into, especially if Jack or someone else wants to come in. And I know, man. I know, dude. I was really fucking stoked when we snagged the general, Alex Ramirez. Shout out to the general. But yeah, man, I wish we could bring Jack over to the what do they call it, man? Whatever they fucking call it in Mission Impossible. Whatever the IMF. Isn't that what it is? The IMF. Yeah, dude. I think that's that shit. I think that's what it is. Okay. Well, before I jump right into this, I just have a question for the chat. And I got to give Jack credit because he made me think of this on his stream. And if he wants to come on here in a little bit and talk about this too, we can. But it was just something I was thinking of, so I just want to throw this out to you. Jack had kind of touched on it in his stream, but I was just wondering what you guys think. And it's the co-main event. What happened this on Wednesday, yesterday? God, was that yesterday? Today's Thursday. God damn, it was yesterday. This whole week is just fucking blurred together, dude. It's fucking insane. But okay. Yeah, that was yesterday though. So this is the question. Because I know I wasn't the only one either. We were pretty much all just fucking stunned when Warley Alves beat the shit out of Lizez like that and knocked him out with a fucking liver kick. Shin to the liver. This is the question. Was it Warley Alves being like back, or was it Lizez being a little overhyped? Or is it both? I just want to throw that out there. Like I said, you know, if Jack wants to come in here in a little bit and talk about that more, but that was just one thing on my mind, and I jotted it down. So just thought I'd throw that out. I thought I'd bounce that off you guys. Money Mills in the fucking building, man. What's going on, Mills? Yeah, check out hey man, actually, Jack Attack MMA, UFC Bro Picks, and MMA Locker Room have great channels of their own. You can check out MMA Locker Room on Pub Sports Radio. He does excellent interviews. Check out the interview with him and bantamweight prospect, UFC bantamweight prospect Adrian Yanez. But yeah, Bro Picks has a good channel too, man. And so check him out. And then of course my dude Jack. So yeah, that you can find them. If y'all want to plug your shit or drop your stuff in the chat if you want to, just let them know, man. But yeah, what's going on, Mills? I was just asking the question, was it Warley Alves being back, or was it Lizez being a hype job? Because I can't make up my mind, and I wanted to yeah, for sure. That's perfect, man. That's fucking beautiful. Was it Warley Alves being back? Is he fucking back, man, or was that Lizez being a little overhyped? Because it's just kind of a mind fuck to me, and I can't make up my mind. I'm like, I know Warley Alves is good. I know Lizez is good. So is it both? Is it just kind of like, fuck, man, I don't know. But that I'm still just kind of like stunned by that. So I just thought I'd bounce that off you guys. Yeah. And then I have some other just kind of my thoughts. Like I said, Jack had thrown some of these matchups out, and I just wanted to give my thoughts on it. Like my extended thoughts on it. I think that Ike Villanueva versus Slow Mike Rodriguez would be a great fight. I think that would be a great fight because they're both kind of technical brawlers. And like I said, full credit to Jack because he came up with all of these, and I'm just giving my fucking reaction to him. So this is my reaction to this week's aftermatch on Jack Attack MMA. Yeah, I think Ike and Slow Mike Rodriguez is a great fucking fight, dude. I think I think it would be really fun. It'd be entertaining, man. And I think some of them would get knocked out in that one too. So yeah, that's an awesome fight. And Lizez and Chaos Williams, another one, dude. That'd be fucking awesome. Because the thing about that knockout, unless Lizez broke his ribs or something, that's one of those where he's not like, he didn't take like, oh my God, like he would have needed to take more time if it had been like a concussion knockout. But with something like that, man, yeah, I mean, that's not something where he has to have like an extensive layoff. So Lizez versus Chaos Williams, I mean, he just lost by decision to Pahea. So that'd be an awesome fight too. Another one was Warley Alves and Nicholas Dalby. And I think, man, honestly, if Alves came in with the mindset that he did against Lizez, he could fucking just make Dalby could end up on Warley Alves' highlight reel. And then we could be saying that motherfucker's back for real. But yeah, that was a crazy good win for Warley Alves. Shout out to him. Every single mecha competitor ate crow on that one. Okay, and the final one, Chiesa and Wonderboy, dude. Chiesa and Wonderboy is a great fight. It is like Jack said, it was the classic grappler versus striker. Wonderboy's getting up there. Chiesa is kind of coming up, like he's on the come up. So it's a good spot for them to meet and kind of see, like, okay, is Wonderboy still the gatekeeper, or is Chiesa now going to break through? I think Wonderboy is kind of the gatekeeper, to be perfectly honest with you. I think he is the gatekeeper. Not that he's like, not that should carry like a negative connotation necessarily, but because I mean, I guess there's a chance he could. I don't know, man, because it's tough because Usman is a bad matchup for him, dude. So Yeah, I think that's a really good fight. I think that's a really good fight, regardless of whether you want to say Wonder Boy's the gatekeeper or not. Or I think it's a good spot for them to meet. You know what I'm saying? Like a good top 5 to top 10 welterweight matchup, and it's kind of like Chiesa beats Wonder Boy. Yeah, you're looking at giving him the next title shot because Chiesa versus Usman is a really good matchup. Chiesa's really strong, man. I mean, Usman has better striking and Usman hits hard too, but Chiesa, man, dude, Chiesa was fucking, dude, he was cracking Neil Magny with some shots, dude, on the feet. He was doing this like, he'd like crack him with like a right hand and then go for the takedown. And it wouldn't like hurt him, but it would be enough to kind of like stop him in his tracks and be like enough to get his attention to where he couldn't react quick enough to the takedown. So yeah, man, shout out to Chiesa, man. I had a feeling he would get it done. I had a feeling, I thought he would sub him, but I wasn't surprised at all that he dominated Neil Magny. Like, dude, on top, he just floats on top, man. His scrambling is pretty fucking good. I think he was rolling with like Luke Rockhold for a while, or might still be doing it. But yeah, and you can say what you want about Rockhold, but that motherfucker is a beast on the ground. Rockhold should just fucking retire and coach Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. But anyway, like, yeah, Chiesa's a motherfucker, man. Look the fuck out. But yeah, so I just wanted to give my quick thoughts on that. Once again, shout out to Jack Attack MMA for those are all his suggestions for the aftermatch of Chiesa versus Magny. So yeah. Yep. So yeah, there's some other topics of discussion that I will save because Jack said he did want to come in, so I will save that for when Jack jumps in. But I just kind of wanted to throw it out there, man. What are you guys thinking about UFC 257? What's on your mind? Like, is it Conor and Dustin? Is that? I mean, that wouldn't surprise me. Like, that's the most obvious answer. Why dance around that one? It's literally on the tip of everyone's tongue. It's what everyone wants to discuss. We're gonna talk about it, man. When Jack gets in here, we're gonna jump into Dustin and Conor. Yeah. So yeah. I mean, that's that. I want to talk about that one, and I do want to spend a decent amount of time on the co-main event too. There are a few fights. Most of the fights I already know who I'm picking. I've already had my predictions in mind. There's a few that there's like 3 that I'm undecided on, and I'm going to tape them tonight and then make my decision. Like I said, on air, I'll give the official picks and then DM them to ARC. Yeah. So, and then I can always like screenshot and show that DM to Jack, if anybody doesn't believe me. Because I don't do it, man. I mean, I understand the strategy for the disinformation and be like, you think I'm going to pick this one? Nah, these are my picks. And some of them, you're going to be like, you fucking idiot. Like, and that's fine. Sometimes I eat crow, but they're my picks, So I'm not one of those guys to wait around to see, who's everyone else going to pick? Like, so I can change my, no. I'm making up my mind on my own, making my picks on my own. And then I send them to ARC, and those are my fucking picks. Not everyone does like that, and I'm not mad at you, but that's just how I do it, and that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, man. Like I said, there's 3. Let me. I will go ahead and just go through the list. This card right here. This list card is list card a thing. I'm gonna go through the list. This card right here. There's me talking. Fucking idiot. Yeah, I'm gonna go through the card, and I'm just gonna go through the ones that I'm kind of like, man, I don't fucking know. Schedule. Okay. These are the ones that I just don't. What's up, KCOH? What's going on, man? Fade UFC Bro Picks. Yeah, Bro Picks is so me and Bro Picks are working together this season. That's he's a teammate. And man, Bro Picks, I've said that before too, and I have eaten some crow. Bro Picks does make some wild picks sometimes, dude, but he also makes some good picks. He'll hit some underdogs. He's a good capper. He's not one of those guys that like I was saying, like KCOH is really good at parlays, man. He is really good at finding the parlays and finding the like. These guys are favorites, and they are not going to fucking lose. That KCOH is really fucking good at that. Justin is good at finding underdogs. He is, but it burns him sometimes. So like that's just kind of how I feel about UFC Bro Picks. But he is a teammate, and he killed it this past week, dude. He almost got that fucking higher power. But yeah, salute to you guys, man. The general in the building, man. But yeah, shout out to KCOH, man. Go subscribe to KCOH MMA. He has a really good channel. KCOH is the winner of season 1 of Predictor Wars. He knows his shit. Like I said, he's good at them parlays. And yeah, man, he is a member. He is a field operator of motherfucking Tom Cruise Mission Impossible. He is an IMF operative. So yeah, dude. Yeah. Bro Picks be hitting them dogs, man. I swear to fucking God he does. I promise you. But yeah, man, I'm glad to have him on the team. I think we got a good squad, man. I think we do. I think I think overall, like Guru, Bro Picks, KCOH, man. Yeah, that's those are some heavy hitters right there. So I think I like where we're standing right now. And even, nobody on our team did bad. And no one on the other team did bad either. But it was just like one pick. It was that one fucking pick. And y'all know who it was. Y'all know what made the difference. And I'm pretty sure I know how it happened. I'm pretty sure I know how it happened too. So that's pretty funny. But yeah, that's like it was close, man. It was razor fucking close, but we did good, man. And I will definitely take some of the blame, because I should have been smarter with the Breeze pick. And if I had done that, we would have beaten them by even more. So that's my fault. I shouldn't have been bullheaded about it. And yeah, because of that, I'll take the blame for that one, because I know that was one of the ones that kept us close. So yep, I'm gonna do better. I'm just gonna fucking gotta just fucking learn from it and be better on Saturday. So yeah, I've been just going with my gut with these picks on a lot of them, because like I said, I am pretty familiar. I didn't have to deep tape really any of these except a couple on the early prelims. And there's like I said, there's a few I'm still undecided. I'm gonna say those in a minute. But to me, man, like these are like, I'm familiar enough with these fighters. I've seen enough of their fights. I know their styles. I know their tendencies. I know what they're good at, what they're bad at. And I'm making my picks based on that and just my gut instinct. So yeah, and that's what, like, I do okay. Like I'm not a great predictor. I'm not a bad predictor. I'd say I'm an above average predictor, but I'm not like, incredible. I'm getting better. I'll say that. I'm getting better, and I will continue to do that in the Mecca. That's what happened last season. I slowly built momentum, got better week to week, and yeah, I'm gonna try and continue that trend, man. Try my damnedest. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna try. I am going to do better this week. I'm gonna fucking make good picks, make smart picks, and I'm gonna help my team to victory. What's up, Jimmy? 3 more getting the axe. He's not lying. Jimmy's not lying. 3 more people are going home. Y'all know what the deal is, man. The Mecca takes no prisoners. Everyone's just getting sucked into the heart of this dying star. That's how it goes. Walls start closing in. Things get a little bit tighter. Pressure gets a little bit tighter. Maybe some of you out there start second guessing some of your picks. I'm not talking to anybody in the building right now, because I know everyone in the building has pretty good picks, but some of you out there, pressure getting to you a little bit. I don't know. It's not getting to me. I feel pretty good about my picks. I feel pretty damn good about them. I feel better about these picks than I do about the ones last week. There's only a few on this card where I'm just like, ah. And you know what? This is a perfect time to get into that right fucking now. 6 people in the building. Man, salute to you guys. Big old shout out and salute. I'd rather be a consultant pester people. Jimmy, I think you have found your calling, my man. Why, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just slid into that role wonderfully. the guy that sets the lines and pisses people off. And why not, dude? Fuck it. Seems to work, man. His lines haven't been that bad though. Jimmy, I mean, you know, Jimmy and I have had our differences, but his lines have not been that bad. What can I say? Yeah, Jimmy will piss you off though. Don't worry. Don't you worry about that. Don't let him get to you though, man. Can't let him get to you. You gotta stay focused, dude. You gotta stay eyes on the prize. You can't be worrying about Jimmy giving you a bad line. You can't let that. You can't lose focus, man. Jackson should calm down or he'll vote me out first chance he gets. Jackie boy, he said higher power again. I'm assuming, man. Hey, big shout out to Zabist. I know he's on the other squad, but big shout out to Zabist. Dude, Zabist is like my fucking mecha hero, dude. Everyone should aspire to be more like Zabist. Because that was a boss move. That was a mighty swing of a fucking execution sword, dude. Crazy. Crazy, man. Can't make it up. It just be like that. Mecha just be like that, dude. Wow. Yeah. So, okay, let me say these damn fights that I'm just like, God damn, I can't make up my mind. And I'm just gonna have to. These are the ones that I started taping them and I'm just gonna be forced to tape them even further because I still didn't get my answers. And it's just gonna be, and I know they're just gonna be ones I'm just gonna overanalyze them and just probably end up picking the fucking wrong one anyway. Nah, but yeah, I've really gotta I can't be fucking around with these. There's some that it's just that's my pick. I'm not gonna get pushed off that square and right or wrong. It's just that's how it is. Yeah, Jimmy, don't fucking pull up my spot, dude. Don't fucking tell him that, man. But yeah, it's a bust. Yeah, you better watch out for Zabist, man. I'm not taking Zabist lightly. No sirree. I know who the hitters are on the other team. My mama didn't raise no fool. Well, maybe a little bit, but nah, I fucking nah, dude. I know who's fucking. I mean, dude, that he kind of fuck. I knew Zabist was a good picker. He's in Arkansas shit all the time. He knows what he's talking about. But I didn't expect him to come out like that, dude. That was tight. That was real fucking sick. And it just completely, and I knew I wasn't going out that week. So it was a fucking, I literally dude, I was getting like fucking like heart palpitations and shit. Like, whew, Mecha cray. Okay, these are the fights, man. These are the ones that I'm just like, I can't make up my fucking mind. The first one is on the early prelims. Andrew Sanchez and Mahmoud Muradov. My God, boys, I am just fucking teeter-tottering on the fence with this one. Because I'm just seeing past a victory for both guys. And I just can't make up my mind. Because Andrew Sanchez looked really good in his last fight. And he could just continue that momentum and just kind of like crush Muradov's hype like he crushed Wellington Turman's. But I don't know, man. I do think Muradov is better than Turman. He's definitely a better striker. Like Mahmoud Muradov fucking cracks, man. So yeah, I gotta tape this one more. I gotta look more at Muradov's takedown defense because Andrew Sanchez is a really good wrestler and he makes the fight dirty. Like his El Dirte, like his fucking namesake. And, dude, Andrew Sanchez is a gnarly looking motherfucker, dude. Andrew Sanchez, like, if you just look at him, he looks like a fucking, like he definitely looks like a fucking, like, some kind of, like, crazy, like, mutant thug in a movie or something, dude. He looks gnarly. Like, Andrew Sanchez is a cool dude. Like, he's a good dude. He's actually pretty fucking intelligent. But he just looks gnarly. Like, he looks like someone you would not want to fuck with, man. But yeah, I don't know about this fight, man. I don't know. I've faded Andrew Sanchez before and gotten fucking burned bad. But I'm also pretty high on Mahmoud Muradov, so I can't let any kind of biases come into play here. I've got to tape this one objectively and just kind of like just kind of blur my eyes and let the truth come out with that one. You know what I'm saying? Ja feel? See what's going on. Let's see what's going on. 8 people in the building. Thank you very kindly. I need a sip of water. So yeah, that's one. What do you guys think? What are you guys thinking about that one? Not that I really let anyone influence me, but I'm just curious what y'all's thoughts are. Because that's what we're here, man. We're talking about these fucking fights. 2 days, boys. Fights in 2 days. Day after tomorrow. Weigh in tomorrow. Fights on Saturday. Well, it's the big show. What is cracking, show? What's happening with you? Sanchez should try to wrestle more. I agree, James. I agree. What's up, Nick? Yeah, he looks gnarly, dude. He kind of looks like the dude in RoboCop when like the toxic waste rushes through the van and he spills out the back. Yeah, I would not fuck with Andrew Sanchez, dude. He is fucking gnar looking. But he's actually like I said, he's actually like a very like intelligent and like thoughtful, like in a sense that like he's not stupid. Like but he looks crazy, dude. He looks insane. Yeah, dude, he looks nasty. He looks gnar. But he's scared to gas out because he's gassed in the past. Yes, that's true. That's true. He's lost fights like that. That is the thing with Sanchez, man. You can see him. You can see him like pacing himself through the rounds. He just makes it like an ugly fight because he can like, Andrew Sanchez can keep you honest with his power. And then he uses that to like, he'll use that to kind of take breaks or push you up against the fence to take breaks. And I don't know, man. He just kind of knows how to make it his fight, but then he pays for it sometimes when he gasses out because sometimes, man, and he lets the fights get closer than they really need to be. And like he'll brawl when he doesn't need to. And the other thing is this, man. He looked really good against Wellington Turman. It hasn't happened in a little while, but Andrew Sanchez has been knocked out 3 times. And Mahmoud Muradov, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but Mahmoud Muradov can slang and bang. So I've got to see what Muradov is like with the takedown defense. And then I need to see what Sanchez is like, how he reacts to Muradov's kill shot in other fights where a guy's winning a similar punch. So that's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm kind of looking at. Yeah, I kind of want to lean Muradov, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like part of me is like, dude, am I counting out Sanchez here? Like, am I counting him out because Muradov is like, in his wins, he does look so fucking good. But yeah, it's like, and like I said, Jack, I think we were talking about this the other day, Jack. Like, I don't know, man. That Alessio Di Chirico fight was close with Muradov, but I think I'm not saying Alessio Di Chirico is better than Andrew Sanchez, but I think like Alessio Di Chirico, I think Alessio Di Chirico is better than Wellington Turman. I'll say that. I think Alessio Di Chirico is better than Wellington Turman. So I don't know. It's just I gotta tape it. I just gotta tape it. I can't do the MMA math with this one. I just have to tape the motherfucker. 7 people in the building. Yeah. That's the other thing I need to look at too is Muradov's his takedown defense and his gas tank. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think he knocked out Trevor Smith. I don't think it was in the first round. If I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about that, but I think he smoked Trevor Smith in like the 2nd or 3rd round. And boy, smoke him, did he ever. Good God. Dude, that was like, I think Trevor Smith and Timu Packlin have gone down like worse than maybe James Vick too, but god damn do they get knocked out bad. Holy smokes. Yeah, that one's a tough one though. Muradov and Sanchez, I get good God, I'm torn on it, and I just don't fucking know, boys. I just can't know right now. Gotta tape it. Yeah, and I mean, like I said, I knew the Smith knockout caught my attention from Murdoch, and then I started looking at some highlight videos and some other stuff. Like, okay, this dude's pretty good. You know, like Floyd's behind him. Floyd can see something with this guy, especially with his hands and striking. Like, so I just think he's a little bit younger. So it's like I need to look at certain situations, how Murdoch reacts in certain situations, and if I see that he's reacting well, I'll probably go with Murdoch, but I just don't know yet, man. I might have to go with Sanchez if he doesn't, because it is a smaller sample size for Murdoch. DeKirko and Smith. That's it. Like that's not like it's not a whole lot to go on. Trevor Smith was so Andrew Sanchez has a decision over Trevor Smith. This is the other thing too. I was looking at this. This is just like wiki capper stuff, like just quick, like look at their records and shit like that. So Sanchez has the win over Trevor Smith. It was 4 years ago. So Trevor Smith is 36 at this point. So you can say, yeah, Murdoch caught him. That was his last fight. Like he smoked him bad. He was 40 years old. So it's like, yeah, Trevor Smith really had no fucking chance in that fight whatsoever. But I for some reason I remember it being kind of like, oh yeah, Trevor Smith is doing okay. For some reason, maybe he was just getting destroyed. I can't remember. I gotta go back. I've watched the knockout recently, but I haven't gone back and watched the whole fight. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back and watch, because that's the thing. Watching the Trevor Smith fight because that's their common opponent, right? Watching that fight, you can't like it wasn't the same Trevor Smith, but when Andrew Sanchez fought him, it wasn't like Smith had never been knocked out before and Murdoch was the first guy to do it. Smith had been knocked out like 3 or 4 times by some not very good fighters. Like Smith had been smoked by some not very good fighters, and Sanchez couldn't put him away. So that's kind of like that's a little bit of a red flag to me. Like I'm thinking me thinks that kind of Wellington Turman was a little bit of a hype job, a little bit. I don't know. I'm not going to get ahead of myself on that one. That's why I'm taking it. But these are just I'm just thinking out loud. Just thinking out loud. I think so too, Nick. I think he does too. And if he lands clean on Andrew Sanchez, I mean, like I said, the dude's been chinned before. I mean, if Janes can knock him out, if Ryan Janes can knock him out, Mahmoud Murdoch can. Doesn't mean he necessarily will, because Sanchez can make it dirty and ugly and fucking. But yeah, I don't know. I gotta tape it. I'm not gonna fucking, because if I make the decision now, I won't change my mind. So I want to be, because once I make my mind up, it's made up. So I want to before I let myself get that far, I want to tape it, cross the T's, dot the I's, just fucking make sure. This is an important week, man. It's a pay-per-view card. It's week number 3 in the Mecca. What, 5 or 6 people are gone now, so it's starting to get serious, man. It's starting to get really fucking serious. There's zero room there. I mean, there's always zero room for error in the Mecca, but there's less than zero now. Remember how Neil deGrasse Tyson was saying there's more negative numbers than there's positive numbers? Yeah. Some shit like that. There's less than zero room for error right now in the Mecca. Because look, I think Zoe, Alex, and Elo all ended up in the bottom. And I know that Zoe, and Alex all went 9-5. It's not super great, but it's not pitiful. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like if it was a 12 fight card, that's like a 7-5. You know what I mean? So for me, my point is, it got to be better than that. And the reason I say there's less than zero room for error, 9-5 isn't bad. It's really not. And we were all on the chopping block with that record. It's not just about the record of the picks. It's about the points it's about the points. It's about getting more fights than you get wrong, obviously, but Getting the right ones right, getting the right fights right is how you win the Mecca. Finding the right spot where it's like, okay, and especially with knockouts. Especially with knockouts. I mean, it really didn't matter. Like, I can say, oh, Ike Villanueva saved my ass. It really wouldn't have mattered. I would have ended up in the bottom 3 anyway. I would have had a worse score, but I still wouldn't have been at the bottom. Like, I might have lost a tiebreaker at vote off, but the bottom was the bottom. Like, but if someone else had been like close and then picked Ike Villanueva, they wouldn't have been at the bottom at all. So finding the knockouts, man, finding those fucking knockouts, because it gets you 10 points. You can't go chasing them. You can't go chasing them. You can't be like, oh, this dude, because you can get fucked up there, man. I'm gonna shut up, but yeah, just that's what it's about, man. Getting the right fights right. That's how you win the Mecca. You're 10-4? Nice, nice. Nice. Yeah, exactly. Oh man, if I had like I said, I was saying earlier, if I had picked Akhmedov like I should have, I wouldn't have been in the bottom. Just that easy, one pick. Way she goes. Way she goes, buddy. So yeah. Yeah, it's every pick is important. You can't just be like thinking just about the main card picks, because if one of those early prelim ones is a knockout, that's still the same 10 points. It's not more points just because it's on the main card. So every fight is important to look at. Every fight is equally important. So, yeah. Now we can both try to warn him. Me and Bro Picks tried to warn you. Yeah, I mean, it's always going to be to no avail, Jack. I told you, I'm fucking hard-headed, man. I'm fucking bullheaded because, and this is the reason why. If I get them wrong, I can't blame anybody else. I can't be like, oh, fuck, I tailed you, or like, oh, I let you like influence me. And the other thing is, I don't have to give anybody any fucking credit when I get it right. That's just how I do it. Not everybody does it like that. And I'm not saying, I'm not saying anything bad about it if that's how you do it, but that's just not how I do it. But yeah, you did. Yeah, you're right, Jack. You are right, for sure. Now we can both try to warn him about Rivas and Hack Parast. One of them, Jack, I'm not going to even lie. I'm not going to even straight up lie to you, Jackie boy. One of those is one of my on the fence. I'm on the fence about that one. That's the next one I'm going to get to as well. And then whenever you want to here in a minute or two, you can come in. Yeah, that's a good call. You can persuade me with a good argument, but I will blame you if it falls through. Yeah, I don't. I just try and I don't. I always make that clear, dude. Let me tell you, like I said, I'm not a bad picker. I'm really not, man. But I'm not a gambler. I'm not a capper. So my perspective is a lot different. Gamblers are trying to make money. They're looking for the spots that can make them the most money, and a lot of times those are underdogs. Underdogs are parlays. Parlays where you got to, pick a bunch of locks, favorites. So it's a different perspective. And like, if you tell me, I want to make sure everyone hears this. If you tell just my 2 cents, you will die penniless. I'm not even joking. Don't do it. My picks are my own, and that's how it goes. Not telling anyone who to pick. I'm just running my mouth. And I'll take it on the chin when I fuck up. Always. Always. You will never hear me duck the smoke. You will never hear me duck the crow. I will always eat the crow. I like mine fried in bacon grease, but I'll eat it every single time. Because I make some dumb picks sometimes, but they're my fucking picks. They're my fucking picks. And when I get them right, I ain't giving nobody fucking credit. When I get them right, it is because I fucking knew they were gonna hit. I fucking knew that I was gonna get them right. That's just how I do it. Yep. It's just how it be. This is how it be, man. Because people are just people, you know. That's how it is for me. Yeah, in the same way. That's why I never had betting advice on any of my titles. Yeah, exactly. Like you will die a penniless man if you tail me. Just know that. Just know that. So yeah, man. The next fight. Let's get to the next fight because old Jackie boy touched on that just now. This next fight that I really am just like, good guy, I don't fucking know who is going to win this fight. It is the prelim headliner between Arman Tsarukyan and Nasrat Haqparast. I don't know, dude. Elo must hate Vinicius Moreira now. Man, there's just sometimes where it's like, dude, and I shouldn't like be presumptuous with this because I don't know that's what he did. But like, that's one of those fights you can't look at the stats on that one, man. The stats are not going to paint the whole picture for you. Like, you had to know if you'd watched enough UFC, you had to know that Mamute, and Ark said this before too, he's the worst fighter in the UFC. Mamute is the worst UFC fighter on the roster. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that. And that's what did it, man. That's what did it. So yeah, like I said, I'm being a little like, I'm gloating a little bit because of the victory, but I know deep down that we only won by a fucking point, and it was because Mamute was a boneheaded pick, and somehow Elo convinced a bunch of people to switch to that, which I just like, I cannot fathom that in any universe, any galaxy, any fucking star system. I can't wrap my head around that one, dude. It's beyond my comprehension. Let's go, Marina. Yeah, I mean, what can I say, man? I can't say that you're not right with some of these underdogs. Dude, it seems like every time I'm like, man, yeah, whatever, Justin, his underdog fucking hits. So what do I fucking know? What's going on, Noah? A fallen Tom Cruise Mecha Impossible operator in the building. Dude, yeah, okay, yeah, I know. You know what, Mills? I got you, bro. When we suit up for battle tomorrow, I will when I do my picks, I will don the Din Djarin helmet. I wonder should it be Din Djarin or Boba Fett? Which helmet? I'm gonna rock one of them, man. I'm gonna put one of them on. Din Djarin or Boba Fett? Nine people in the building. One for Din Djarin, two for Boba Fett. And that's the helmet I'll rock tomorrow. One is Din Djarin, two is Boba Fett. Give a second. Jack says Boba Fett. Jack says the Rogue Bounty Hunter Boba Fett. Noah says the Rogue Bounty Hunter Boba Fett. One is Din Djarin, the Mandalorian. Two is Boba Fett. Alex Ramirez says Boba Fett. It's looking like Boba Fett, boys. It's looking like Boba Fett. Yep, gotta find me a nice Boba Fett helmet. Gotta get my armor back from the fucking Jawas. Well, really got it back from Timothy Oliphant. Got to get, yeah, that was, the people spoke on that one. Good God, that's all I need to hear. That's enough votes for me. That was a fucking, Bro Pick says Boba Fett. Yeah, it's a landslide, man. Boba Fett by a landslide. Sorry, Din Djarin. Sorry, bud. Love you. Think your helmet's tight. But Boba Fett's has that little fucking that little radar lock thing. It's so dope. Yeah, Boba Fett. Boba Fett it is, man. I will be in the Rogue Bounty Hunter Boba Fett's armor on the stream tomorrow. Yeah, man. Okay, yeah. This next fight, Sarukian and Haqparast. I don't fucking know, man. I don't fucking know. Let me pull up their records real quick. This is another one I can't just look at the records. I've gotta tape it and I gotta look for certain little things. Both of these guys are young. Both of these guys are super young and young in their UFC careers. Haqparast is a little bit taller. Sarukian has a half-inch reach advantage, which really, come on, man, that's nothing. Half an inch is fucking nothing. To me, a reach advantage is like 2 inches. That's a decent reach advantage. That means if you're standing in the pocket, the dude with the 2 inch reach advantage, if you're both punching at the same time, his punch is going to get there a little bit sooner. An inch or an inch and a half, depending on where your foot placement is and how close you are, like that won't make any kind of fucking difference. Half an inch is nothing. So yeah, pretty much they're the same. They're pretty much the same size. That's the point I'm making. They're pretty much the same age. Sarukian's 24, Haqparast 25. Haqparast has had more UFC fights. Haqparast has more UFC experience. Pretty sure, yeah. Armin's had 3 fights. Haqparast has had... He got in the UFC early, man. Yeah, he's had twice as many. I think people are overlooking Haqparast because of the Dober knockout. In fact, I know they are. But to me, I don't hold that one against him too bad, man. I don't think Armin Sarukian is as good as a striker. He doesn't hit as hard as Drew Dober. I know that. Armin Sarukian does not hit as hard as Drew Dober. And he doesn't have that kind of fucking timing. Drew Dober is a good kickboxer. He's a good striker, man. I don't think Sarukian is Drew Dober like that. But Sarukian is a dangerous grappler. So I have to tape it to see what does Haqparast do in certain grappling situations. What does he do when he's on bottom? What does he do when he's on top? How does he defend takedowns against the fence? How does he defend like fucking reactive double legs? All that shit. I have to look at all that shit. Alex says he's taking Armin Sarukian. MMA Locker Room says he's betting the dog. Jack meant to say Sarukian before. No worries. No worries, Jackie boy. Bro Picks sounds like Bro Picks, Jack Attack, and I agree, Justin. Haqparast is good, but Sarukian headed to the top. I tell you what, man, if Sarukian smokes Haqparast, he is the real deal holy field. Oh, hey, is he? Please block him. I have him blocked, so I don't think I can even see him. But please, if he's not out of here, please block him. Send. Actually, I'm gonna jump in this thing right now and see if I can fucking see him. Thank you, Jack Attack. Jackie boy. Sorry, Alex. Jack beat you to it. Jack beat you to it. Did it feel good, Jack? Oops, upside your head. Say oops, upside your head. Send oops, upside your head. Jack went oops, upside your head. Good work, Jack Attack. First body in 2 cents a stream. I like that style. His first body. Caught one. Au revoir, arrivederci, sayonara. Shit was real. Yo, it's been real. It's been boring at times. It's been real. It's been fun, but it hadn't been real fun. Kick rocks in. Bye-bye. No, you gotta fucking. It's just like, you know, you just gotta keep the reflexes sharp. You gotta keep, you know, you have the power. You gotta wield it every now and then. Just to, you know, just a little reminder, man. Just a little reminder. Oh. Thank you, Jack. Thank you for reminding me. I wanted to say this. Got a little public service announcement for this channel. My moderators can do whatever the fuck they want with that blue wrench. I trust them explicitly. If you get timed out or blocked, don't you dare come bitching to me about it. If it's a mistake, if it's someone I'm cool with that like someone thought was a troll and accidentally hit him, because that can happen. There can be friendly fire. There can be a troll up in here, and at the same time as the real guy, the wrong guy gets hit. That can happen. I'm not talking about that. What I'm talking about is if you get timed out or blocked for something, don't come bitching to me. If there's a mistake or something, we can sort it out behind the scenes. But I'm not going to play this game where it's like, dude, what did I get timed? Nah. If you get timed out, it's because you were doing something that my moderators know that I don't fucking like. They're my moderators, and that's why I gave them the power of the wrench. If you get smacked, you fucking deserved it. Period. Those are my hitters. If you fuck with them, if you piss them off, they will go oops upside your motherfucking head. Tough shit. Don't come bitching to me about it. All right, that's all. I just want to touch on that. That's all. 14 people in the building, man. Salute to you guys. Big old salute. Announcement? Who got announcement? Who got a by God, gosh darn? It happens, man. The friendly fire happens sometimes. And you know what? That can always be worked out behind the scenes. If something happened to you behind the scenes and you feel like, you know, and it'll be just, you know, someone that I'm cool with, like if you get smacked, like, you know, accidentally and it pisses you off, just come talk to me, man. Like I said, I'm a reasonable person. I'm not going to fucking, you know, jump down your throat about that. But don't, like, if you don't come talk to me like, I don't know what I even did to get timed out. No. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Because this is what it is. If they're timing you out, I would be doing the same thing. That's why I wouldn't have given them a wrench otherwise. I gave them a wrench because I trust their judgment in timing people out and blocking them. They hold the chat down because I trust them to. I wouldn't have given them a wrench otherwise. You see where I'm going with this? You picking up what I'm putting down? Get into their head. Pick up the speech. Angelo, this is for little rubber people who don't shave yet. It's either you or me out there on the board. You get my drift? Huh? Dude, Point Break is one of my favorite fucking movies. Point Break it might be my favorite movie, dude. It's such a good fucking movie. Swayze and Busey and fucking Reeves are so good in it. John C. McGinley, so fucking funny. Lori Petty, so fucking sumptuous. Anthony Kiedis is in it. Fucking, they had like real pro surfers as some of the bank robbers. Like the dude that played Nathaniel and the guy that played Gromit are actually like real pro surfers. I fucking love Point Break. It's such a fucking awesome movie. But yeah, I just had to get that out there, man. I can quote Point Break all fucking day. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, man. But that's just a little thing about the wrenches. Don't be bitching about the wrenches. I gave them the wrench for the reason. I didn't just do it arbitrarily. So yeah. They will go oops upside your head too, for sure. What's going on, Smiths? How you doing, bro? Fuck no, it wasn't. The remake was pitiful. Why did they even do that, man? Why did they even do that? The action scenes are really good too, man. Point Break has one of the best foot chases I've ever seen in a movie. Like Catherine Bigelow is a good action director, man. She has a way of like directing action scenes well. Like the same with the Hurt Locker. Like I know the Hurt Locker is super unrealistic, but like if you just suspend disbelief and look at it just as an action movie, she knows how to build the intensity in an action scene, man. So yeah, that's like she's not a perfect director, but she's good at that shit. So yeah, I love Point Break, dude. Like good action scenes, good fight scenes, good car chases, fucking crazy like skydiving shit, like crazy intense. Like it has some of the best bank robbery scenes ever too. Like I fucking love that movie, man. I might watch it when I get done with this shit. I've seen it 2,000 times, but I might just watch it again. Fuck it. Dude, yeah, I know. What's up, KO? Yeah, man. The Hurt Locker, it's like, yeah, of course. Of course they don't act like that, dude. No one is some fucking like some cowboy like that. That would just no. You talk to like, dude, if you go through the comments on like Hurt Locker, like videos on YouTube, there's always some guy and he's dropping his real like, okay, I was in this unit. I was in this. I was in like, what do they call it? Like IED or whatever. Or no. Yeah, explosives ordnance disposal, EOD. They're like, this is not realistic at all, but they're still like, yeah, it's still. Some of them are like, yeah, it's still a good movie though. Like, it's a fucking good movie. Jeremy Renner's a good actor. Anthony Mackie is good in that too, dude. Anthony Mackie's really good, and the dude that plays the bitch, the dude that is the bitch of the group that didn't shoot the fucking guy, the bitch that like was too scared to shoot the guy. And he fucking ended up killing Guy Pearce at like the very beginning of the movie. Shit's crazy. Oh, I have seen Lone Survivor. That's a good movie too. Lone Survivor is good. Lone Survivor is a good movie. I tell you what, we can ramble about movies for like another 4 minutes, and then I will let Jackie Boy in here if he wants to come in, or anyone else for that matter. And then Jack, I have a few topics that I want to run by you, get your expert motherfucking opinion on. And we can talk about movies, man. What is y'all's favorite action movie? Just action movie, like just crazy, like intense, like you feel like you're right there in it action movie that you just can't get a fucking enough of. Put that in the chat. Okay. Juicens is scared of Xavier the Bulldozer on the mic and in real life. It's too corny to like really laugh at, but it is fucking laughable. It is fucking like, it is the Jesus laughable, like laughable, man. Ha 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 ha. Like, no. Xavier is like the last person I'm scared of. Xavier is a fucking wet shark. He is a nasty fucking shit turd. And I'm not going to spend another second discussing him. But yeah, no. And you know what? I'm not going to spend another second dealing with you. Oh man, Alex beat me to it. You know what? I appreciate it, Alex, but he gone. Ooh, Jackie Boy. Dude, those are some of my favorite martial arts movies ever. The Raid 1 and 2, man. They are fucking fire. That Gareth dude, I can't remember his name. He did another one that had that dude Iko Uwais in it before that. That's supposed to be pretty good too. I haven't seen the whole thing, but it's supposed to have some of the same actors. It was the one he did before The Raid. But yeah, The Raid is fucking dope. It's dope. And The Raid 2 it gets crazier, but like they up the craziness of the action scenes too. Like the kitchen fight scene in The Raid 2, and then when he's fighting like the dude with a baseball bat and the hammer chick. That shit is gnar. He got. Oh yeah, he got gotted. Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate you guys like timing him out and stuff, but I'll just, I know how to deal with the likes of him. It's probably just like Snitcher or Cucklin or someone. When Touch trolls, it's usually some like silly, ridiculous shit. Like, I don't know. Hold up. What is cracking, man? Let me give a big shout out to this guy right here, my fellow Arkansan, my fellow little Rockian, if that's even a word, Mo Sports in the fucking building. How you doing, Mo? Give a big shout out to Mo, everybody, man. Mo Sports. You can find him over at Pub Sports Radio. You can find him on Talking Hands. You can find him on, I can't remember the name of the show. What's the name of the show you have with Brady, Mo? That one too. Whatever that's called, that shit too. But yeah, what's going on, man? Good to have you in the building, bro. Yeah, fuck him, dude. He's a fucking like I've already talked about Xavier ad nauseum, dude. I spent like a whole stream, like half of it was listening to Arc's stream and reacting to all the bullshit that Xavier said, and just my immediate thoughts on it. Like that dude is a worm, man. And honestly, like he's really just a fucking immature little kid. He's saying the shit for shock value and to like get a rise out of people. And like I'm past that point in my life, dude. Like I've moved beyond that a little bit, and he's not worth the time. But yeah, he's a turd, shit turd. But yeah, so yeah, Lone Survivor is really good. That's probably one of my favorite like Navy SEAL movies. That's probably the best one. It has a really good cast in it. Like Ben Foster is a good actor to me. I like Ben Foster a lot. Have you guys ever seen The Messenger with Ben Foster and Woody Harrelson? Have you guys ever seen that movie? It's not a movie you can watch every day because it's a fucking tearjerker, but it is like a really powerful movie. The one with him and Woody Harrelson where they have to go and like tell the family members that, you know, the soldier has fallen in battle. Dude, you want to talk about good acting though, man? Foster and Harrelson are so fucking good in that movie, but it's a rough one sometimes, man. It's a rough one emotionally, especially if you've lost, you know, if you have, you know, veterans in your family and you've lost someone, it's tough, man. But it's a really, really fucking good movie. Really good movie. But yeah, oh man, for me, yeah, I asked everybody what their favorite action movie was. There's a couple that jump off to me. Point Break, Terminator 2. For me, Terminator 2. I would say The Matrix, but The Matrix is a weird one because The Matrix you can put in like a few different genres. The Matrix is kind of like a sci-fi movie and a martial arts movie and an action movie. So that's kind of like a weird one. Like, yeah, it's definitely if you're calling it an action movie, it's one of my favorites. But yeah, that one is like it's kind of I don't know how to categorize The Matrix sometimes. Oh yeah, I love him, dude. My brother's favorite movie in the whole fucking world is Friday. That motherfucker. There was one point he's a few years younger than me. There was one point we were both in our early 20s and we had to move back in with my mom. She fucking hated that. But there was one point we had to move back in with my mom, and that motherfucker would watch Friday to go to sleep to every fucking night. Every night when I went to sleep, I could hear fucking Friday playing in his room, man. That's funny you bring that shit up. Yeah, I love Friday. Shit's hilarious. Yep, that's my dog. That's my dog. Yeah, I love the Fridays, man. Chicken Run. But yeah, Heartbreak Ridge, man. That's a good one. That's a good Clint Eastwood movie. That's a really fucking good war movie. Yeah, that next Friday has some like hilarious the shit with Pinky. God, that shit is funny to me, dude. When Pinky like flips out, and man, that shit makes me cry laughing. But yeah. Okay, well, I definitely want to pick the movie talk back up. I definitely want to talk some more movies at the end of the stream. But right now, if he wants to come in, we're just a little over the hour mark. Actually, I'm gonna jump off the stream for 1 second. But Jack, let me know if you want to come in. I got some things I want to discuss with you that I think could be some good. We could have some good, healthy discourse about some of this and give some people some good looks on either side of some of these fights for the Mecca and for just like, you know, other things. So yeah, let me know. I will be right back. But yeah, we're gonna jump back into this UFC 257 shit. So yeah, Jack, let me know if you want to jump in. And fucking John Witherspoon. I want some of them chitlins. I like pig's feet. Fuck. Shit is so funny, man. Okay, I'll be right back.
BRB.
Sorry about that, guys. Had to handle some housekeeping business. Make sure everything was cool with the old lady. Your boy does not want to feel that wrath or anything of the sort. I can promise you that. So yeah, what's going on, y'all? What's going on? I am back. Apologize for the delay. Had to take care of a couple things. But yeah, there's a link, Jack, if you want to jump in. There you are. We're going to talk some UFC 257, Conor McGREGor versus Dustin Poirier, co-mained by Dan Hooker and Michael Chandler. Got some good fights on this one, boys. The one between Sarukian and Haqparast, regardless of who wins, I think that's going to be a fucking good fight because both these guys are looking to prove that they are the real deal, like, prospect. So there he is. Okay. Said this before, and I will say it again. This is a man that needs no introduction, truly, but I will give him one anyway. This man here is a Mecca competitor. Shout out to Rabid Dog. Shout out to Mr. Arkansas. This man's a Mecca competitor. He is I consider him a very good predictor. He has a channel of his own, and I will let him shout that out when I bring him in. But here he is, man. The British Dead Man, member of the A-Team, the one, the only motherfucking Jack Attack MMA. Here he is.
Yo, what's good, my man? How you doing?
What's going on, Jack? How you doing, man?
Not too bad, not too bad. Looking forward to these fights.
Fuck yeah, dude. I was loving your stream earlier, man. I'm loving that after match. Make sure you guys go check that shit out. The Jack Attack MMA is his YouTube channel, and that aftermatch shit. Yeah, that's just tight, dude.
Yeah, cheers, man. I appreciate the shout out. MMA KO said, thanks for hitting 200 subs earlier, and your channel's growing quickly as well. You've just hit 50 as well, so
yeah, man. Shout out to my subs. Shout out to the people that helped Jack hit 200, man. That's awesome, man. That's a celebration, bitches.
Yeah, let's go. I've just said when I got done, I just right away scheduled like a weigh-in reaction for tomorrow morning because it's 11 a.m. UK time is when the weigh-ins are kicking off. So I think I'm gonna go live for that.
Fuck yeah! Did you hear that? Make sure you guys go check that out, man. I'm loving that, man. The weigh-in streams, I like that shit a lot, Jack.
Yeah, it's good to just chill and get other people's perspectives on how people are looking and stuff. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, man. Fuck yeah. Well, I had a couple little things, few questions that I wanted to run by you, and then we can just, if you want, just dive into the co-main and main event. I had a couple questions related to them that we can like touch on, but we can just talk about those in general. I mean, I know that's what's on everyone's mind. So, the first thing that I wanted to run by you, I was thinking about this one. Who do you think is going to who has the potential for like a crazy standout? Who has a potential for a crazy standout KO or a crazy standout submission? Who would you say?
Well, the first one that I would say, there's a few that comes to mind in terms of standout KO, and that would be Khalil Roundtree, and Otman Azatar, and probably Conor McGregor. Those would be my three for knockout. And for submission, I would say maybe Amanda Ribas. And I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, Albazi's got a lot of submissions, but Zalga seems like a pretty tough dude as well. And I still need to tape Tavares and Carlos Jr. a little bit more before I decide how that one's going to go too.
I like it. Yeah, I think Conor has if he knocks Dustin out again, especially early, I mean that is gonna fucking everyone will lose their shit. But yeah, I like those calls, man. Khalil Roundtree for sure, man. He's fighting what? Is he the one fighting Pratchett?
Yep, that's right, yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. And that's definitely the potential there, man. I mean, he's Khalil isn't the best grappler, so I think that's Prashniow's path to victory if he tries to fucking have a kickboxing match with Khalil Roundtree. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. I don't know, man. But yeah, that's a good call too, dude. Yeah, Hebus with the sub. I like that. I like that too, man. That's one I'm pretty sure I've made up my mind on, and I'll definitely dive into that one more tomorrow probably, because I'll make my picks and then we'll just talk like straight up like Mecca. How are these going to, like, you know, the implications or whatever.
Yeah. It's like, I know Bro Pix isn't gonna like it, but yeah, I don't know. Marina Rodriguez, she had like a solid record before she got to the UFC, but she hasn't really fought that many people, really. Draw with Randa Marcos, draw with Calvillo, split loss with Carla Esparza. Like, she's really good when she's not fighting grapplers, is what I would say. She does have really good striking, for sure.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, with Hebus and Rodriguez, yeah, I mean, you kind of saw like, and I think everyone was kind of assuming like, okay, like she's just gonna fucking mollywop Carla Esparza, like she's gonna fucking like Joanna her or whatever. But I don't know. I think, yeah, you're right. Marina is a good striker. She is, and I don't think that Amanda is. Here's the thing about Marina Rodriguez. She has good striking. She has a good variety of strikes. She's kind of a bird, though, man. Like, she doesn't have a lot of pop in her punches. I think maybe Amanda isn't the most, like, polished striker, but I think she might hit a little bit harder. I don't know. I need to look a little bit more to be sure on that one, but I'm kind of leaning Hebus. I'm also a huge fucking Hebus simp, too, though, so that kind of comes into play. But, yeah, I'm leaning Amanda Hebus on that one. I don't know. Marina Rodriguez, she could shock everybody, but I don't know. I'm liking Hebus here.
Yeah, me too. Pretty much the same on that one.
I wouldn't be surprised if she subbed her. So yeah, that's a pretty good call for sub of the night. For show. Okay. Here was the other thing. And this is the last question I have before we can just dive into these fucking, and you don't have to fucking, we don't have to make it like a question answer thing. You can just we can just kind of like talk freely about the fights. Who is there anyone you're concerned with missing weight on Saturday or tomorrow?
Looking at the card, I'm trying to think if there's anybody, first of all, who has a history of missing weight, and I don't think there's anybody. Oh, there's one, actually. There is one. Jessica Eye.
Good call, Jackie boy. Dish on that, my man.
Yeah, she hasn't like missed weight a bunch of times or anything, but she kind of got like memed on quite a bit because she like isn't there that infamous video of her saying that like not making weight's kind of like a choice kind of thing, and you know, you're not doing your job and stuff if you don't. And then she missed weight that time, and then that video was like spread around Twitter like crazy. So she has missed weight before. So that's something to bear in mind. But other than anybody else, I know that Antonio Carlos Jr., he hasn't fought in a while. And I think he won like Tough Brazil at heavyweight. So he's a massive dude. So maybe Zabato. Nobody really stands out. I think most people will make weight.
I kind of agree more or less. But those are good calls, man. Yeah, dude, I remember that shit with Jessica Eye. It was when she fought Calvillo. She gave Calvillo all this shit for like missing weight on one of her fights, and then she did the same fucking thing when she fought her, and she got dragged, dude.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, MMA locker rooms referencing it. Here we go, evil, and then
it looks like Mills might be on eye. Let's go, evil. Chirp, chirp, chirp. No, I'm just joking. Fucking. I don't know, man. Okay. Speaking, this was the other one. Dude, this is the third fight I have to deep tape. The other ones I don't have to deep tape. I've already pretty much made up my mind. Let me look over just real quick just to make sure. Tavares Shoeface. I pretty much made up my mind on that one. Yeah. Pena McMahon, I'm kind of leaning Pena, but I don't know. I need to see some things about because Sarah McMahon's such a good wrestler, and Pena, like they've both shown an ability to kind of like be quitters sometimes. So that's kind of like semi bum bash, I'd say. So I don't know about that one. What do you think about that fight, Jack?
Yeah, it's kind of it's a tough one because Sarah McMahon is like a really solid wrestler, but she's been submitted like a handful of times. You know what I mean? By girls who are good like Ketlin Vieira and Marion Renault, but these, you know, she was winning like a good portion of that Renault fight before she got submitted too. So it's a situation of with Pena on the flip side, she's like a submission grappler, but she gets like submitted by these strikers like Jermaine Durandamy and Valentina Shevchenko, who, let's be fair, are like fantastic fighters, but it just seems so bizarre. So I don't know. There's a part of my brain that almost says like, you know, I think Sarah McMahon should win a decision probably, but I am definitely concerned that she could get submitted like in the later rounds.
Those are great takes. Great takes, Jack. There he is, Jack Attack MMA, man. Check him out. So I agree with you, man. This is a tough one because this is one that you look at on paper and you're like, okay, Sarah McMahon should probably win this. Like, she's the better wrestler. She has more experience against better fighters. She's literally fought. She's fought, you know, Amanda, Misha, Ronda. Like, she's definitely fought better fighters than what's her fuck. But I think it's tough because I just feel like it could be one of those where, yes, on paper, McMahon's a better fighter. Yes, she could be like winning and wrestling, but she could like gas out, and then Pena could like she's younger and like I don't know though, man. Pena's really hard to trust. Juliana Pena is really fucking hard to trust. So yeah, this is the like probably the third or fourth one that I'm gonna have to like tape, like just to kind of see like, okay, does Pena just like do you know does she have a tendency? Because I just don't remember like a lot of like I in fairness, and this is gonna sound really bad, I don't watch a lot of like women's MMA, and I do not tape study unless I absolutely fucking have to. So but it's the fucked up thing too is like I'll hit them sometimes too. Like I'll just be like that last one with Carla Esparza. I'm like, yeah, she's gonna win. Like she's gonna fucking Cookie Monster. She's gonna make it a fucking boring ass fight, lay on her. Like that's just gonna happen. But so I don't know, man.
A lot of the time with the women's fights, the dog wins. I've tended to notice. I don't know why, but the dog wins a lot of the time in the female fights. Yeah.
Dude, that is true. That does happen, man.
Yeah, like the biggest concern for McMahon would be, as Scott Brown said, that she's 40 years of age. So I can't remember who it was, but I'm pretty sure there was a
Cutting out a little bit, Jack. Jack 2D2.
Hello?
Oh, it's all good.
Hello?
I can hear you now. You're good now.
All right, okay. Yeah, 4 years of age, it's pretty old, isn't it? So
fuck no, we lost Jack. There he is. He's back. Lost him and he's back. There he is.
Yeah, my mic cut out. Is it okay?
You're good now. Yeah, it's no big deal, man. If it cuts out 20 times, I don't give a fuck. I'm just on here bullshitting anyway, man. We will work it out. But yeah, no, like you're saying about McMahon being 40.
Yeah, like I'm just that's my main concern if I were to pick her, that she's 40. But Juliana Pena, I just picked her to beat Jermaine Durandamy. She almost had that in the bag before she got submitted. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like you don't want to pick against McMahon just because she's 40. Like you don't want that to be the reason, and then she ends up winning and be like, oh man, that was a lame reason to not pick her. But like at the same time, it's like 40 is 40, man, especially those lower weight classes, like where you're relying on, I mean, she is a better wrestler, but Yeah, I don't know, dude. I could see. I'm just gonna have to tape it more. I'm just not. I haven't like. I do remember. I do kind of remember Pena's fight against JD, but like GDR, you know, she's not known for the grappling, but I don't know what belt she has, but I think she's submitted some people before. I could be wrong about that, but yeah, that was definitely surprising. I did not.
She did give Nunes a fright with the triangle attempt, didn't she?
That's right. That's right. Good call.
Yeah. Yeah. What did you think about? I don't know if you've watched it or not, but what did you think about the press conference for Conor and Poirier?
Man, I haven't watched it. Tell the people about it, man. What did you think?
Well, I think first of all, I think that's kind of a telling sign. What you just said, like you haven't even watched it, and I've only seen like the highlights of it, and I haven't even watched many of the embeddeds this week. I'm not like I don't know. It doesn't feel like a usual build up to a Conor McGregor card, and I don't know. Just the hype doesn't feel there, and they didn't like trade any barbs at the press conference either. They were just basically like, like bootlicking each other, like talking about the hot sauce and the whiskey and shit. I was like, oh well, this is kind of a snooze fest, honestly.
That's funny to do, like kissing each other's asses and shit.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, and I'm like, I get it. I mean, I guess it's better than like the whole negative energy he brought with the Habib build up, but I don't know. There's a perfect middle ground where you could be talking at least a little bit of shit. You know what I mean?
Dude, totally. And dude, Jack, this leads me perfectly into my next question. And this is the one that I'm really interested to get your thoughts on because I honestly don't know. But it's a very relevant question. It has to do with the main event, and it's super relevant to what you were just talking about because that's interesting. Because I think that it could apply to both guys. Who's feeling more pressure, man? Is it Dustin or Conor?
Yeah, that is a great question because I don't know if you're Dustin Poirier, it's almost difficult to perform any worse than you did the first time around, and on the flip side, if you're Conor McGregor, like the opposite of that, like you've beat this guy the best way that you possibly can, and he grew out of that division and moved to the higher division, and now if Dan Hooker is, a man of his word, then Dustin Poirier is like one of the bigger lightweights now, supposedly weighing in at 183 when he walks into the cage, and Dustin does have like a good grappling acumen too. And he's been a hell of a lot more active than Conor has. So, and there was the whole, he said the quote last week, "I'm going to knock out Dustin in under 60 seconds." But I did watch today's embedded, and it kind of seemed like he was backtracking on that a little, saying, if he does get out of the first minute, then, he's been saying my cardio is not good, so we'll see. We're gonna see like where my cardio's at, and say basically insinuating it'll be worse for him if it goes longer, kind of thing. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm watching it, and I'm like, I don't know whether to believe Conor or not because I kind of feel like I don't know. It seems like politician type of shtick. You know what I mean? I'm like, does he really believe what he's saying when he says he's going to knock this dude out in under 60 seconds, or is he like really prepping for a much harder fight this time around? But yeah, we'll see.
That, man, excellent insight there. I completely agree with all of that. I think that, and thank you for letting me. I'm gonna have to check those out, man. But thanks for letting me know about the stuff that Conor had said. So for me, like, I think there's pressure on both guys. I think there's pressure on Dustin because obviously he got knocked out the first time, and I know that like they might be a little chiller now, but I know there's got to be a part of him that's just still fucking salty about that, and it's like wants to prove that was just a fluke, and that he can beat Conor. And I think there is a decent chance that he can beat Conor. So I think they're both feeling pressure now for Conor. And this is why I say I don't know, because Conor is more of a question mark to me. I don't know who's really feeling more pressure, but there's more like X factors and unknowns for Conor because, like you said, the inactivity and there's the flip side of the coin with Dustin feeling pressure to prove that it's not a fluke or that it was a fluke. The same can be said for Conor to prove that it wasn't. Because a lot of people, if he loses, people are going to say, oh, Dustin was drained. You were too big too. You caught him behind the ear, blah, blah, blah. So I think there is pressure on Conor. And I don't know if that's why they're being, maybe, I don't want to say like, oh, he's not being genuine. But yeah, I think there could be some kind of, with Conor, man, there always seems to be some kind of gamesmanship or psychological warfare. But I just don't know how much there's a lot of question marks for Conor for me.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. It's when a guy fights, I mean, you can count his fights over the last couple of years. It's Donald Cerrone. That's pretty much it, isn't it?
It's true.
It's really hard to and he came in, he blew him out of the water in 30 seconds. So people that's the last thing people remember seeing. So it's almost like people are just going to assume that that's what's going to happen. On the flip side, Poirier, Poirier last fought against Hooker, and that was like a really hard fought fight, and he almost got put out there in the second round. But Hooker's been looking like a beast too against other tough fighters. But I don't know, man. It's tough, especially when you take into account that Conor's like 1-1 all time at lightweight and 1-1 all time welterweight in the UFC. You know what I mean? The majority of his success did come at featherweight, and you can't say that for Dustin Poirier. It's the opposite. You know what I mean?
Dude, that's true, man. And man, how are you like you're like hitting all these like points where I want to like transition to the other questions because you mentioned Dan Hooker. So let's talk a little bit about let's jump around a little. Let's talk a little bit about this co-main event. And my question was, and then we can just it can percolate off that and just kind of talk about the whole fight in general. But the question is, what does a win mean for either dude?
I don't know. It's a strange question, but you almost feel like it's not do or die for Dustin, but it's like are you actually gonna like break through to superstardom? Because basically everybody that beats Conor like gets the rub or has so far. So like that could help Dustin in so many ways in terms of his fighting career, getting bigger purses moving forward, and his charities and stuff like that. But with Conor, that's another thing. It's almost like Conor can afford to lose at this point. You know what I mean? Whereas Dustin can't really afford to lose in this spot. He like really needs to win and like avenge the loss, and But like Conor said, and I think it might have been Kavanagh that said like, no matter how many sports psychologists that you see, you're never going to be able to like erase the memory of that dude just like putting you out like in the first round. So you never know how the mental warfare is going to play into it. And like I said, they were being like all, pally with each other at the press conference, but maybe Conor will change at the weigh-ins. Maybe he's just trying to like play some gamesmanship. Who knows? It's a tough one. Honestly, I'm kind of like, the more I'm talking, I'm almost talking myself into picking Dustin Poirier. The more I'm talking, it's kind of crazy. But I'm going to see how they look at the weigh-in and shit. And, yeah.
It's interesting. You brought up the psychological aspect for Dustin, and I think that's right. Definitely. What I'll say is, I think that's true. I think that maybe he can like not allow the pressure of that to get to him, but there's just a reality that like his brain won't forget it. Like your brain like remembers that kind of trauma. And if it gets close enough to that again, it will shut off. Like you say, like when Dustin gets knocked out, he gets knocked out. So there is a part of me that's like, man, I could tape this till the fucking cows come home, and Conor could go in there and just fucking starch him again in just like a minute and a half or something. And it wouldn't surprise me at all, dude. You know?
The way I see it, it's pretty much, it could go like one of three ways. Like, Conor goes in there, blows him out of the water, as he did with Cerrone and as he did with Dustin the first time. Or he can go in there, try to do that, and like not do that and gas as a result, and then Poirier will take over and probably submit him. Or a third possibility where, you know, Dustin needs some big shots early, but he doesn't get knocked out, and then it becomes like a close, gritty decision, kind of like the Diaz 2 fight or something. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. It's a tough one. But if my pick as of right now is Conor McGregor in the first round, because that's just the way I see it going, pretty much.
Excellent. I'm having a hard time getting away from that. There's just something and dude, I'm a big fan of Dustin Poirier, and I want him to win so fucking bad. I just have this bad feeling in my stomach, dude, that it's just the same thing's going to happen again. Maybe not like in 60 seconds, but I just feel like at some point, like, and if you look at, we'll get into this in a second too, but like, I am more of a Dan Hooker critic than some people are. But I do know for a fact, I know this to be true for a fact, that Conor McGregor is a more deadly and devastating striker than Dan Hooker. I just know that to be true. So, and that is, and I want to talk about this with Hooker, how it relates to him. But as far as he did just go through a war with Hooker, you said it, man. He went through a fucking war with that motherfucker, and like, wasn't that long ago. Like it was a little while ago, but it wasn't that long ago. Especially considering Dustin's history with durability issues. I'm having a hard time, like, just not envisioning him getting knocked out. As much as I don't want, and like I want to be wrong. I want to just like, I'm looking for reasons to fade McGregor and take Poirier, but just like there's just something in me that won't let me do it. And I could end up eating crow. Like I feel like there's some people in the Mecca that are going to pick Dustin and separate themselves maybe. But I don't know, man. It could be one where a lot of people pick Conor. So that could be just the safe thing to do there. But I don't know, man. I'm leaning Conor though. I'm pretty strongly leaning Conor, and I'm like, I'm really struggling to get back to the Poirier side.
Yeah, I can think of all the good reasons in the world why Dustin would win in terms of activity and success in the division, but like the fact that Conor knocked him out in the first round kind of trumps all of it. And I don't think. Here's a good example. I was watching. I tuned into just for a moment a live stream on YouTube yesterday of a former UFC fighter, and somebody in the comments actually asked him, who he got, and he basically scoffed and said, why the hell would they do that fight? We all know how that fight's going to happen. We've literally seen it before. Dustin Poirier is not a different fighter. He's the exact same fighter that he was then, and so is Conor McGregor. There's no reason to think that will go any differently than it would the first time. And I was like, yeah, that's pretty much, yeah, that's sound logic. I can't argue with any of that. Yeah,
it is sound logic because of, yes, Dustin is more durable at 155, but I think Conor's probably like just as powerful, if not more powerful, at 155. But the one thing that I did, and I think you might have said something about it a little earlier, is Conor's put on some muscle. Conor's put on about 5 to 10 pounds of muscle, I'd say, probably about 5 pounds of muscle by when it's all said and done. That is a little bit of a, is this he does not traditionally have the best cardio, so it's like, the second possibility that you mentioned of Dustin getting it into deep waters, yeah, I think that the wheels could start coming off even sooner for Conor. But like, is he even going to get there, man? Is like Conor? I've been watching some of the training highlights of him getting ready for Dustin, and he looks like a motherfucker, dude. Like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, like I don't know. I'm gonna have to watch the rest of the embedded, even though that doesn't really tell you anything tape study wise. But I just want to get them watched, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing like how not only how they look on the scale, because Conor, like you say, has put on muscle, but how they look when they square off against each other as well.
Indeed, for sure, man. And like, oh, dude, yeah. Another thing, like strategically, like the majority of the people will be on Conor. Like, I feel pretty good enough about my other picks where I don't think this will be the one that makes or breaks me. And I don't like, I'm already having a gut feeling towards Conor anyway. And knowing that, it's like, it just makes it even easier for me to pick him here, you know?
Yeah. I actually suggested a few days ago in your chat that, you know, I feel like nobody in the Mecca will take Poirier, but then Jimmy said that Zoe was betting Dustin. But then I asked Zoe yesterday and he said that he was taking Conor. So I don't know, man. I kind of feel like everybody's going to be on Conor too.
Yeah, and I'm not mad at Zoe for betting Dustin. I mean, but like I said, and I said that earlier, like it's Zoe's gambling there, and like his Mecca pick will be probably different from that because it's just a different, like, it's not just you're trying to make money. It's if you get it wrong, if you didn't just lose money, you could lose your spot in the competition. So
yeah.
So go ahead.
I'm interested to see how he goes. Like, you know, obviously Conor talks a big game, but it will be crazy if he goes out there and like does it even more impressively a second time.
Indeed, and the other thing too, and just for argument's sake, the one thing though, man, the one thing where I'm just kind of like Dustin could have a chance is Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz, dude. Nate Diaz is a fucking journeyman. Any way you slice and dice it, he's a fucking journeyman. So that one is kind of like I said, I have question marks about Conor. Is he really the same fighter at 155 that he was at 145? I tend to think that he is. And I tend to think stylistically against Dustin, considering that he doesn't have the best chin. And Conor is so accurate and deadly in the first round. It's not really going to sway me. But that's the one thing that makes me nervous. It's kind of like, man, like, if he does get into deep water, man, Conor, dude, he'll start to drown a little bit. And I mean, I know Nate Diaz, he has ridiculous cardio, he has good boxing and all that, but like, if you're deep with Dustin and you're losing gas, you're going to be getting hurt a lot worse than you are with Nate Diaz. I'll say that. Like, so yeah, I could see something like the third scenario you mentioned where it's like a close. Dustin gets hurt a few times, he weathers the storm, kind of like either shoots in on a takedown or kind of grinds Conor against the fence. They get to deep waters, you know, Poirier like threatens Conor. Conor gets back to his feet. And then like, you know, I don't know, they might like hurt each other at the end or something. I could see something like that, but I'm not 100% convinced that Conor will win, but I feel good enough about it. Or it's like, I don't know. I feel there's more reasons for me to pick Conor, honestly.
Yeah. I get it. There isn't much time left to do much tape study as well either. So like just with the way these three cards have shaked out. So yeah, I'm probably gonna jump off here soon and maybe get a few fights done tonight before I go to sleep. And then I'll hit a few in the morning before I watch the weigh-ins, and then yeah, I'll have to get my picks video out as well as my weigh-in reaction. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Well, anytime you want to smash out, man, just let me know and I will give you a proper outro. And yeah, be sure to let the people know how they can follow you and whatnot. But yeah, man.
Yeah. Yep. Nice.
Go Well, let me ask you one more question before you go. What does we talked about what a win means for Conor and Dustin? What does a win mean for Hooker and Chandler, respectively?
A win for Hooker. I mean, it depends how you look at it, because Dana's kind of dangling this Habib carrot in front of all the guys in the main and co-main event by basically saying, you know, whichever of you guys performs the best has potential to fight Habib next. And I don't know, the reason why I'm thinking like that is, I think Habib's probably said something to the effect of, I don't even want to fight again. I'm definitely not fighting Conor again. That's what I think the situation is. I think he's got no interest in ever rematching Conor. I think he doesn't think it does anything for his legacy, and the extra money involved really doesn't matter all that much. You know what I mean? When he can just fight anybody else. Like, I think he would rather fight somebody who kind of like deserved it, like a merit type of thing. Like, I don't know, but and just the personal issues between the two. But I think that Habib's done, and I think that Dana's just using that as kind of like I think he's just trying to milk Habib's fame for all it's worth. You know, I'm going to make a Habib announcement that's basically a non-announcement. Yeah.
Interesting. That's really interesting, man, that you say that. Like, that makes total sense. That Dana's like you said, like using it as like a ploy to like get them to take these fights, and like, oh, well, the winner of this one might get Khabib. You never know. You know, like that kind of shit.
Yeah, he's basically saying whoever is basically encouraging them to go out there and like perform like madmen, like
Right.
could be fighting for a title after it, like whether it be Hooker or Chandler or.
God.
I
Dude,
mean,
he is. Go ahead.
my bad. Yeah, I think that's a really tough fight.
Oh, sorry, I lost you for a second.
Hooker and oh, my bad. Yeah, Hooker and Chandler's a tough one. It's a really tough one.
What do you think a win means for Chandler? Like, what do you think that would mean for him?
Well, it would mean there is a top 5 UFC fighter, not just a Bellator champion. So that's like a feather in a cap in itself. Whether or not he like wins or loses from there, like even to get into the top 5 of the UFC is like really good. But yeah, I mean, we haven't seen him on paper face as good. You know, his last win was Benson Henderson, who was once a top 5 guy in the UFC, but that was a hell of a long time ago. So it's really hard. And you know, for Chandler, you know, he keeps saying that he's not going to be Ben Askren, but if he goes out there and loses this fight, well, Ben Askren actually picked up a dub in his first UFC appearance, so like we might find out. Maybe calling him Ben Askren's giving him too much credit, you know, but you never know.
Do you know if they signed what kind of contract they signed him to? Was it a 1-fight deal, or is it a like fight as you go, or do you know how they did that?
I have no clue, but I'm assuming it'll be a multi-fight contract. I don't think he would like leave Bellator for a 1-fight deal. He's probably got like a 4-fight deal or a 6-fight deal or something like that.
Right. So you don't think that if he got like went out there and got starched by Hooker, that they cut him or anything like that?
Oh no way.
Yeah,
They've invested in him at this point. I think
true.
I don't know. They must like him, or they must have high hopes for him if they were to make him a backup for Habib and Gaethje when he hadn't even fought in the organization yet.
That's a good point. That's a really good point. Well, yeah, that's a tough fight to pick. I mean, I've been vocal about me being on Chandler, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna be looking forward to that one, man. It is a tough one. I mean, Chandler is kind of chinny, and I can see Hooker knocking him out for sure. But I can see him hurting Hooker too, and because the dude's so hittable, and he's not super hard to take down either. And Chandler's a beast wrestler, but he does gas out. So it's a tough one, man. I think either way, I don't see how anyone can be like super confident in the pick for that. Like everyone's like, it's a foregone conclusion that Hooker is just gonna like throw that knee up the middle, and Chandler's going to sleep. Well, I'll tell you what, it's not necessarily like out of the realm of possibility for Hooker to mistime that knee and Chandler clip him on the chin with one of those fucking tactical nukes of a right hand and be the first one to sleep Dan Hooker, because Dan Hooker is there to be hit. But yeah, I'll talk a little bit more about that one. But yeah, man, Jack, you can, get out of here whenever you want to, man. I don't want to hold you up.
Yeah, cool, dude. I'll dip off because it's just turned midnight here. So
cool.
Yeah.
Well, cool, man. Well, thanks again for coming on, man. I really appreciate it. I always enjoy talking this shit with you, man. It's you're welcome anytime. I'll be on tomorrow, but yeah, thanks again, man. Tell the people how they can follow you before you get out of here.
Yeah, no worries. As always, Jack Attack MMA across YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Nice and simple. And appreciate you having me on, man. Always good chopping it up.
Of course, dude. Anytime. Jack Attack, baby.
Yep. Until next time. Peace.
Yeah, dude. Later, bro. There he is, man. Jack Attack MMA, the one, the only Mecca competitor. Got 10 people in the building, man. Salute to you guys. Big shout out to y'all. Yeah, this was a great stream, man. This is a great stream. I'm going to go till about, I'll ramble on here for a few more minutes and then probably cut it at like 2 hours. I think that'd be a good, nice, like rounded number to end it on. But yeah, great insight from Jack Attack as always. Things that I had not known about, things that I, just always a good perspective, dude. And has definitely given me some more things to think about for some of these fights. But yeah, I'm pretty damn close to making up. Let's see, I'll go back over the ones that I'm really going to tape when I get off of here. These are the ones that I really am going to look at and tape study tonight. My fucking phone would load up. Okay. These are the ones I'm really looking at. Andrew Sanchez and Mahmoud Muradov. I got to deep tape that a little bit more. Juliana Pena and Sarah McMahon. I'm going to look at that one. And also Pat Crass and Sarukian. In Calderwood, I was a little but I think I kind of know who I'm going to pick on that one. And like I said, I will be going live tomorrow. I don't know when. I can't promise like 4:20 for sure because there's a good chance that Art could go live, and I definitely want to be there for that. And like I said, there's no point in me streaming when Art's streaming because everyone that would be here is over there. And I definitely I like to hear what the Rabid Dog says all the time, especially if it's mecha related, dude. So yeah. I'm going to see how that goes. If he does stream tomorrow, at some point after that, whenever he wraps it up, I will stream. But yeah, that's my game plan. I will do, and like I said, if he's doing a thing where he's streaming all day, then I will just make it a short prediction video and go live for that. But yeah, thanks again to Jack Attack, man. I want to go through the chat and give a shout out to everyone that came through. Let's see. MMA KO sounds like MMA KO is liking Dan Hooker. Said he's gonna fucking hit him what he could, man. He could. What everybody's been saying is it could be true, and he could fucking have a fucking rude awakening to the UFC, man. We're gonna find out in 2 days. This is the final test. I'll put it up. I always say this shit and then never put it up on screen like a fucking idiot. This is the final test for Dustin. Everything has been building up to his rematch with Conor. I think the pressure is getting to him. I think it is too, man. This is what I think. I think the pressure is getting to Dustin and Conor. I think they're both feeling it. I think Conor's been feeling the pressure outside of the cage. The pressure, to be active and actually fight and prove that he's as serious as he was before. Because I think he's a little concerned that people aren't taking him seriously anymore. He's kind of a joke now. I don't know if that's true or not, but I think he might be has something to prove as far as I'm still back, I'm still here, motherfuckers. I didn't go anywhere. You were missing me, but I wasn't really gone, kind of shit. So that's on the Conor side, and like I said, there's just so many he looks like a brick shithouse, but he's definitely put on some muscle. Is that going to affect his cardio? I don't know, but. Oh man, it's tough. I'm probably gonna end up picking Conor, but it's I wouldn't be surprised if Dustin won. Dustin definitely has the tools to do it. Conor, he gasses and he can get submitted. Dustin has pretty damn good cardio, and he is a fucking really good Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu submission artist. So I'm excited, man. I'm really fucking pumped. I don't know about you boys. I don't know about y'all, but I'm super, super excited. Oh yeah, it's definitely me, Jimmy. I'm definitely the fucking salty boy about Mason, for sure. But yeah, shout out to everybody that came through, man. Jack Attack, Where fucking Big Show, Bloodthirsty MMA. I saw you, bro. Jimmy, Nick Alexander, the General, of course, Alex Ramirez. I know the General's getting locked and loaded, preparing for battle. Bro Picks, Money Mills in the building. Check out Money Mills. Check out MMA Locker Room. Check out Bro Picks. Check out Jack Attack. Noah in the building. Smith's Betting MMA. Thank you for coming through, bro. MMA KO. You know. Big Mo Sports. Go check out Mo at PSR, Pub Sports Radio. I'm sure they will be doing a Talking Hands. I imagine they'll be doing Talking Hands at 9 o'clock tomorrow. That's usually when it happens, the Friday before the fight at 9. Eastern Standard Time. So, yeah, check them out, man. Thanks for coming through, Mo. Appreciate it, bro, as always. Yeah, don't want to miss anybody. And if I did miss you, my God, I apologize. Scott Brown, UFC boy. Thanks for coming through, y'all. Bloodthirsty, yep. Jimmy, KO, Ramirez. Get a life, stupid bitch. Yeah, see, even Rush, I know that's not Rush because Rush usually comes through and says something smart ass to me. He calls me like snooze sense or like says something like that he thinks is really fucking clever. He usually isn't like, get a life, stupid bitch. He usually like tries to like clown me or something, unsuccessfully, of course. But that's what that doesn't sound like Rush, man. No, it doesn't sound like my season 2 rival, man. Even Rush has better fucking insults than that. Oh yeah, that has fucking Cucklin written all over it. Cucklin or Snitcher, or one of those fucking shiftless layabouts. Let's see. Yes, a couple fights I got a deep tape, but most of them I know what I'm gonna pick, and I will be dropping those tomorrow. If ARC isn't live, it will be at around the normal time, 4:20, 4:30, maybe even 5. I might start doing a live at 5 thing. I don't know. I haven't decided on that. But if ARC is live, of course, I'll just wait until he's done. But yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. Got about 2 minutes left. So yeah, thank you guys so much for coming through. Big shout out to Jack Attack for coming through and dropping some knowledge, giving his perspective, which I always appreciate and respect greatly. But yeah, thanks again for coming through, guys. You guys made the stream possible. So big shout out to y'all. Big shout out to the Rabid Dog, to Pub Sports Radio, everybody over there. Like I said, check out Talking Hands tomorrow night at 9. Subscribe to Jack Attack MMA. Subscribe to all the guys that have channels in here. MMA KO, UFC Bro Picks. I think Bloodthirsty MMA might even have a channel. Salute to KCOH, my teammate. He has a channel, KCOH MMA. MMA Locker Room, Mo Sports. Yeah, man. Thanks again, guys. This has been just my 2 cents. Going to come back tomorrow. We're gonna pick up where we left off, and yeah, man, can't wait. Can't wait for Mecca Week 3. It's going down, man. I'm ready. I feel pretty damn fucking ready. So yeah, shout out to the Rabid Dog. Shout out to PSR. It's been just my 2 cents. And I will catch you guys on the flip side. Peace, y'all.